guys, so last week Bart did a Q&A video where you guys submitted your questions via Instagram and he answered them. So this week it's my turn. So I asked you guys to submit your questions via Instagram and these were the questions that were randomly selected for me. So this is the first time I've ever seen these questions. Okay, question number 1, submitted by Yuli.jpg. Cool name. Best advice for interracial couples to overcome the cultural barriers when meeting the family. My boyfriend is Vietnamese and I'm Cuban. I think the biggest thing that just even before meeting their family, you should really try to understand what their culture is and respect it. Cause who knows, like maybe their culture is into like getting down with clowns and they like worship clowns. You can't just be like, yo, that's fucking weird. Like change that shit. Like why are you into clowns? Like no, you have to be respectful and you have to be open-minded and you have to understand the history behind the culture and you have to respect it. And respect it. I know I keep saying respecting a lot, but I can't like emphasize and stress that enough. You have to be open-minded and you have to be willing to adapt it. So I know when I first started dating Bart, he's Chinese, I'm Mexican. Luckily for me, I guess the cultural differences weren't too many. So I was lucky that I grew up amongst a lot of different types of Asians. So I was already kind of used to all the traditions and all the customs. And similar to Chinese, Mexicans also have like a hierarchy. It's like if someone's above you in the workplace and you treat them and you talk to them completely different than you would talk to a peer or someone that's like beneath you. Same thing happens in the family structure. Like if someone's older than you, then you talk to them with a lot more respect. So it wasn't too hard, but again, my advice to you would be very open-minded, be very classy, be very respectful, and if all else fails, honestly, a fireproof way to have the parents love you is 1, get in good with the mom if you're a female. 2, if you're a male, get in really good with the dad. And the way to do that is whatever they tell you, you just keep your mouth shut and say yes. That's it, and you can't go wrong. Good luck. Next question was submitted by Positivity. Okay, I think it's positivity, but it's spelled very uniquely. It says, what's your biggest pet peeve or what do you hate about Bart? I know I talk a lot of shit about Bart and a lot of the on-camera things that you guys see is us bickering back and forth and just like clowning on each other or putting each other on blast. But honestly, there aren't too many pet peeves that I have about Bart. I just like picking on him because his reaction is so fucking cute. And like, just stressing him out is so fun. I know it's so fucked up, but I can't help it. But I know for the sake of answering this question, I'm gonna say one of my biggest pet peeves or something that I hate about Bart are his farts. Like his farts fucking suck. Like it smells like he ate like a year-old, like, I don't know, garbage can and it like stayed in his stomach for like 10 years. And then he like mixed it with like sewer water from like Mexico and then it stayed there for another 10 years and then he farted. That's how bad it fucking smells. But he's been really good about it because I've been on his ass for the whole time we've been dating, so he hasn't farted that much. But I think that's one of the things that I really fucking hate about Bart is just fucking farts. Ugh. All right, so _Dennis_White_ wants to know, how did you come up with Papa Bear and Mama Bear? Oh, damn. So this is actually kind of a funny story because for those of you that don't know, Bart and I actually started off as friends and we were involved in each other's lives when we were dating other people. So when I had a boyfriend, he was my friend, and when he was dating, because he didn't really have girlfriends when I knew him, so he was just dating a lot. So he was dating this girl that he met in school and he called her, oh my God, it was something bunny, like, he called her Honey Bunny, right? So it was Honey Bunny this, Honey Bunny that, and I thought it was cool and all, and that was like their thing. But then when we got together, I think he got really comfortable and he was like super lovey-dovey, so he tried calling me Honey Bunny, and I was like, no, you are not gonna call me Honey Bunny. you used that on some other girl, like, you know, that Latina jealousy came in. So then he was actually like, no, you're not Honey Bunny. You're my bear. Like, we're the bears. Like, you're my mama bear and I'm your papa bear. And then it really wasn't a bear, B-E-A-R. It wasn't B-E-A-W at first. It was B-E-A-R at first. So it was bear. And then Bart likes being very cute. And I think because he's so big and he's so masculine and he's just so intimidating looking that he doesn't really, I don't know, I guess he just didn't get a lot of affection growing up. I have no idea why, but he likes feeling very small. He likes to be little spoon. So because of that, I think he naturally just, like, when, yeah, of course, behind closed doors, he would just, like, start talking really small. And then so in front of you guys, he'll be like, yeah, I was doing this and that and, like, fuck that, fuck this. But then when the doors are closed and it's just us two, then he's like, oh, and then he would get really little and then he starts talking like this. So then the bear turned into a Bell. So that's the creation of Mama Bell and Papa Bell. Oh, this question's pretty good. A_samurai_with_attitude. What the heck's with the underscores? Whatevs. Okay, so a samurai with an attitude wants to know, do you and Bart fight a lot? And I want to say that yes, we do fight. Do we fight a lot? We don't really fight a lot. We've been together for about 6 years now, and the fights aren't as bad as they used to be, but of course we fight. So when we were first dating, the first year was awesome. It was just like the honeymoon phase, everything's perfect. You're like this like new discovery, like, oh my god, this is your favorite. Oh my god, this is my favorite food. We're soulmates. So it was like a year full of that, right? And then the second year was more like, oh, is this your favorite food? I kind of don't really like that food. Why don't you like that food? I don't know, I just don't like food. So then the little bickering kind of started happening, and then year 3 was when, like, you're more like, oh my god, I already know everything about you. I know all your good and I know all your bad things, you know? I know all your secrets, I know everything about you. And like all these patterns like start adding up, or at least the negative patterns starting up, and you start like getting on each other's nerves. And I think like year 3 is what's really testing the relationship. So honestly, around that time was when we would fight the most. Like we would have a fight every single day. And it was over the dumbest shit. I think like when couples fight, it's usually about the dumbest shit. At least for us it was. Because if you ask me now, if you tell me, hey Gio, I will give you $10 million right now if you tell me what you and Bart fought about 2 weeks ago, I'd be like, fuck, I don't know. But I also feel like a lot of these fights happen because we are both prideful people. And we're not very flexible. So yes, we fight, and it's normal to fight. And if you're asking because maybe you're going through something, then it's okay. Maybe think about it. If you're being prideful, maybe you shouldn't be prideful. And I think I'm saying that to you because I'm really saying it to myself. But good question. All right. This is a funny question and a funny name. I am so sorry. I'm gonna fuck up your name. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Sakinak Han 811. I'm so sorry. Anyway, you're asking, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hot did you think Bart was when you first saw him? So, funny thing is that Nadim right now is recording this video, and as he's recording it, I think he's snapping and using filters like an ass. So I'm watching him while I'm trying to watch you. But anyway, enough about Nadim. Back to how hot I thought Bart was. So when I first saw him, I thought he was an okay looking guy. It was really rare in the area that I was at to see an Asian that had a buzz cut the way that Bart did, and that was as jacked as Bart was when I first saw him. He had the buzz cut because I think at that time he was still in the Marines, and he was jacked because he was just jacked. So I remember looking at him and thinking, oh shit, that's unique. And then I don't ever remember thinking, damn, he's hot. I was just like, oh, that's unique. And then that's it. So lo and behold, a few months later, I get with someone that's in his friend circle. So then I get to see more and more of him. I get to like see what type of person he is and his personality. And he was just gross and he was obnoxious. So I thought he was ugly as fuck. That's the only reason why I thought he was ugly, because I just didn't like his personality. So when I first saw him, I was like, buff Asian guy, that's weird, moving on with my day. And then when I got to know him, I was like, he is ugly. But now I think he's a beautiful princess. Awesome question, because I read ahead, but I had to look at your name. Awesome question by Awkward Rhino is, what's your favorite thing about David? I love you. I love you too. There's actually a lot of favorite things about David. As much as you guys see that we hate each other, it all comes from love. It's like a brother and sister type of love. And at least in our circle, the way that the guys show affection for the girls is by talking a lot of shit. So because David talks the most shit to me, means ultimately that I am his favorite out of everyone in JK. And honestly, I want to say I'm his favorite out of all of his friends. But my favorite things about David is the fact that he's a super positive dude. Like, he's all love. Like, his energy is all love. Like, what you guys see online is a little bit more loud and what may appear to be aggressive but is not. Kind of rude David, but he's really not that way. Like, he's actually a big freaking teddy bear that's super sweet, loves his friends, loves his family, will bend over backward and take freaking all his clothes off and give them to you in a time of need. So that's the type of David that I know, and that's, I think, the favorite thing about him, and the thing that I love the most about him is just how much love he gives. But don't tell him I said that. I fucking hate his guts. Next time you see him, tell him, fuck you, David. P.S. Gio's the best. All right, right now, go to David's page and comment, hashtag, Gio is the best, fuck you, David. Go right now, go. Well, after this video, you know what I mean. All right, Brennan.d.fm would like to know, ooh, you little sneaker, this one's fucking hard, would like to know, if you had to give a 6-year-old the sex talk, how would you do it? I don't fucking know. I have no idea how I would do it. I don't know if I would use dolls or if I'd use my hands or if I would use fruit or something. I think I'd be like, all right, where did you hear this from? And then I'm gonna like attack that person or prevent him from, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to make excuses because I'm like freaking out at this point. But a 6-year-old, that means that you are in 1st grade. Oh my God, why do you know about sex? How do I tell you about sex? I'd probably be like, all right, son, so you're a boy, and boys have a pee-pee, like you. And girls, they don't have a pee-pee. They have a ring like this. And I'd be like, when they really, 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 really love each other, and their mommies and daddies like each other, and they meet their mommies and daddies, and their mommies and daddies go, oh, son, that's a nice girl. We like her. And you know that you love her. Then you guys start loving each other with your bodies, like this. And then when you get older, I'll tell you how to love each other with your bodies. But for right now, you're only 6-year-old. Stop asking me grown-up questions. Go to your room. You're grounded. And that's how it goes down. Well, thank you so much for asking all these awesome questions. If you guys like this video, let me know in the comments below that you want to see more like this. I actually personally like this a lot because I feel like I finally get to interact with you guys. So please like the video, let me know in the comments, and I will make more of these for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you.